people. Welcome to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment and the sports capital of the world. I mean, what's happening in Las Vegas is unbelievable. We'll talk about it a lot later. But today we have my co-host, Shelly Stevens, and my guest, Dale Weiford. Dale is one of my good friends for over 20-some-odd years, and we will be talking a little bit about his career. Dale, tell me a little bit now. You've been in so many businesses. I know you were director of the disposable garbage here in Nevada,
yes.
And then you were with the buses, and now you're doing with the travel agency. Can you tell us a little bit about your travel?
Yeah, so it's called Big D Worldwide Travel. Phone number, yes, Big D. Wow. Phone number 702-849-7430. So traveling has been a huge part of my life, and it's been instrumental in my relationship and my 30-year marriage and the relationship I have with my children. I started doing some content on YouTube and posting some travel videos, and people started coming to me saying, hey man, how can I do what you're doing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I had a discussion with my wife, and we got into the travel business. So now we're happy to be booking travel from point A to point D to point Z. We're doing everything. All you got to do is pack.
Oh, wow. So you do the booking for the air, the ground transportation, the hotels. You name it, you do it all.
I do it all. If you want to go to African safari, I can do that. If you want the guy standing out there waiting on you at the airport with the Cadillac, I can make that happen for you too. Whatever.
How
you
about
want.
if I go to Africa and I want a camel waiting for me at the airport?
Oh Lord!
I don't know about a camel waiting for you at the airport, but I got somebody that can take you to that camel.
Okay. And we got Shelly, beautiful Shelly Stevens, who's always doing a great job on the show here.
Thank
Shelly,
you.
tell us a little bit about what's happening with you and your music these days.
Oh, well, let's see. Wesley and I are producing this new show that we're getting together. It's a tribute to the sound of Philadelphia, because a lot of people don't realize how much music comes from Philly. They came all the way to record, with Wesley, of course, and Tommy Bell and Kenny Gamble. So everybody does Motown we find here in Vegas, which is great. But that was back in the 60s when Motown really took off, but in the 70s it was the sound of Philly. So we want to bring that to life here in Vegas.
That's great. I also want to talk a little bit about Bad Bunny. Everybody's talking about Bad Bunny these days. I mean, it's not Easter, but it's Bad Bunny 365, And Bad Bunny's doing a lot with his concerts. He's from Puerto Rico, born and raised in Puerto Rico, but he does some great music. He's bringing the old-time music with the oldies along with the new stuff today. He mixes both together. That's why you get a lot of seniors come to watch him at his concert. I was surprised so many seniors are there, but he knows how to draw the attention for all walks of life come in. Youngsters, old-time folks come in.
Yeah.
So I think he's doing really good with Bad Bunny. What do you think about Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny's a great personality.
Yes,
I'm a big wrestling fan. He's done some stuff with the WWE, and he's just his music is always chart-topping.
Absolutely. And he's done TV shows, movie shows, Netflix. He did Narcos, Mexico. He does a lot. Yeah.
Unbelievable. It's amazing how these young folks can come up with new ideas. That's why you got to be like yourself, Dale. You're very creative. You want to do things different. You're not satisfied with just doing one thing. You want to get it out there with your travel, and Shirley with her music, and me with what?
Everything.
With boxing. Anyway, but I can tell you guys that I really love putting the show together, because I like to bring people on the show from all walks of life, and I care for people. We talk a lot with the kids. I went to high school the other day, last week, talking to about 80 students about the do's and don'ts. I know where I came from in Spanish Harlem in New York, born and raised there, and how difficult it was for me being bullied when I was a kid. But you know what? I turned that around, look at my life on the positive side. I made things positive for me. I became champion 6 times in the Golden Gloves, and I turned pro, and then I became a referee. But the show is not about me. The show is about Dale and Bad Bunny and Shelly. Now, Bad Bunny, let's go a little bit more about Bad Bunny. Now, he's performing, I understand. My daughter was telling me this morning, Daddy, he's going to be on a concert, doing a big concert in Puerto Rico on Saturday. I said, it seems like he's doing a concert almost every Saturday, because he's all over the world, this guy.
Yeah, and he remade this song. That was an old school Latin song called I Like It Like That, and he remade it with Nicki Minaj, so now it's like all the young people know the song. Me and Wesley performed the song. Next time y'all come to Lowe's, now I'm going to do it, because you just reminded me, I like it like that.
He's amazing. Now tell me, Adele, You're born and raised in New York.
Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, Coney Island.
Okay, and what's your favorite pizza in Long Island?
All right, in Coney Island.
Coney Island.
Right. So Coney Island had a pizza shop on 28th Street and Mermaid, but they're not there anymore. They're not there anymore. But close to that, Marlboro and Bensonhurst. It's called L&B Spumoni. I'm sorry,
Okay.
all the bright lights. It's called L&B Spumoni Gardens, and it's a wonderful place. It's been around 80 plus years, and they do the square pie. They do the Sicilian, as they call it, and it's called the red pie, and it's awesome. It's one of the pop talk.
I can't wait.
We're gonna have Joe on, we're gonna have Shelly on, and we're gonna go ahead and share some information. It's gonna be about relationships and kind of how pop culture affects relationships, and we're gonna be talking about certain things. You may see Temptation Island, you may see all of these dating shows, so we're going to have some conversation about that and how it relates to true relationships in real life, and she's going to give her clinical perspective at times, and I'm going to tell her how it really
I think
is.
that's going to be very important to watch that show, because today what's going on in the world, we need more of a better relationship with with our spouses or with our children, even family and friends.
Agreed.
We got to be more uniformity or more harmony. Put it more harmony among the family and friends. Because there's too many bad things going out there today. I don't like what's going out there, and we should all try to be, united and stop fighting with each other. We got to be united and help one another out. That's why I love you and your wife and your children, your son and your daughter.
In North Carolina.
All right.
And she's doing well. And my son, he's finishing up his final year of law school at Vanderbilt Law School. He went to Vanderbilt for undergrad, and now he's going to Vanderbilt, and he will be working at Fenimore Law Firm. He was just given a job opportunity, an offer, and he accepted.
Nice.
So September 2026, he will be back.
Oh.
Dale Weiford Jr., the second. He's the second, not junior. So proud of him. So proud of him. Yeah, and we, like I was talking to you, Shelly, before the show, we were talking about how I relate travel to. We used to take our kids everywhere. We used to visit colleges and schools. So we wanted them to know that, we're not just going on vacation to have fun. You're going to college. It's just where you want to go.
That's right.
And
Absolutely.
we used that as travel to go. We used to take a lot of car trips. And even when we flew out, we would rent a car and we'd go to universities. And my wife and I would do a separate trip every other year to maintain our closeness. And we think that's the key to us staying married 30 years. We just celebrated our 30-year anniversary. We've been together 35 years.
All right.
And we got another big trip coming up. Big D's YouTube channel. Watch for that. Watch for that on YouTube and on Instagram.
When is that coming?
So that's going to be in November. So we're going to several countries. I'm going to Panama. I know you spoke about Panama, so I'm going to Panama. We're going to Colombia. So it's a lot of places on the cruise. It's like a 12-day cruise, 12-night cruise. So we're doing that, and we're going to get clips of everything.
And talking about cruises, Shelly, you and your husband were on cruise lines for how many years?
Oh, God, like 23 years, yeah.
Performing on cruise lines?
Performing. Yes, performing. And we've been over 60 countries as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
and I'm looking to hook up definitely for our next one when we go on vacation, because it's too much to do by myself. Because before on the cruises, they do everything for you. But now it's like, I was trying to book my flight to Atlantic City the other day, and I was going crazy. My husband had to come in and do it for me. It's like too much. So now I will be calling you from now on.
Thank you. And I'll take care of it.
Okay,
From start
all
to
right.
finish.
You're talking about cruise lines. When I was talking to somebody the other day, they said, I know an old lady that all she does, she gets from one ship, she finishes that, she gets on another one year round.
They live on them.
She lives on it. She says, the old lady says, I get food, I get medical attention.
That's right.
They fix my room, they do everything. I eat 3 square meals a day.
Yep.
She said, why should I get a house on
A
the
lot of people do that, yeah.
They live around, they go with the money that they put away, they use that as vacation travel.
Yes, they
and
do.
live a better life.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll do that when I get older.
Me too.
but I'm too young yet. I'm not.
That's right, Joe.
I still got a little spark of the old flash.
Yeah,
but eventually, maybe that's a good way to travel.
Yeah.
And live a life comfortable on the ship. You travel all over the world.
Yeah, you got
All
your
over the
exercise
world.
room,
And you
got
meet-
your pool.
And you meet new friends every day.
games, people to talk to.
People are watching over you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you don't like this meal, you go to the other one. You got
Yeah, free entertainment.
So if you guys want to book a travel, you got to book with Dale
Absolutely.
Big D.
Yeah.
Big D's Worldwide Travel. BigDWorldwideTravel.com. There you go.
I love it.
Yeah. So I'm on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Big D Worldwide is my handle. So just look for Big D Worldwide on all social media platforms. And I'm there and I'm booking travel. Let's go.
What's one of your favorite places you've been to?
All right, so I got a couple of stories.
Okay, good.
But so in the U.S., right, my favorite place I would say is Pismo Beach. We love Pismo Beach. It's Central Coast. The weather's about 65 to 70 degrees all year.
Oh.
And it's wonderful. It's a wine country near there, and you know everybody loves a little wine.
And what
So
country is this?
It's Pismo Beach in California.
In California.
Yeah, so it's Central Coast California. So
Okay.
they have a wine country, San Luis Obispo area. So that's kind of my favorite in town. Cabo, I gotta say, is my favorite. I love Cabo.
I love
San
Cabo
Lucas
too.
in Mexico. Love Cabo. Cabo's
Yeah.
a great town.
How about Dominican Republic?
I've been to Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. We actually did an all-inclusive there. We had a phenomenal time, but it was so humid. We went in like August.
How about Puerto Rico?
Oh, I've been to Puerto
Love
Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Love Puerto Rico. Love Puerto Rico.
Make sure you
Yeah.
look up Bunny.
Bad Bunny. I go to Puerto Rico, right?
I got good friends out there. Gilberto Santa Rosa and Victor Manuel are good friends of mine. When they
Okay.
come to Vegas, they're very, very popular singers. They really like salsa, the salsa music. If you like salsa music,
Yes.
and
Yes.
Victor Manuel and Gilberto Santa Rosa.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but personal friends of mine. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So so now you're doing the travel. That's great, Shelly. So you go into next week. You're gonna be with me and
I'm so
my family. We're gonna be up in
Yes.
Atlantic City.
I'm so excited, and the fact that I get to see our family because we're from Philly originally, so we have family like in the suburbs of Philly and Jersey, and so we're going to get to see everybody. Actually, our grandson, he's actually looking at colleges right now.
Nice.
Him and my
Awesome.
daughter, they're taking a trip to Florida. There's something he wants to look at there. Yeah, my other one, my little one, he's not that little, but he's 14 actually, and he's even getting college things going on.
Yes, you never
Starting
too early. Yeah, let them know. Let them know. Let's go.
Yeah.
So next week at the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame, we're gonna have the induction. And again, I'm gonna be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and we're gonna have Julian Jackson, Charles Murray, Charles Brewer, Curtis Parker, Junior Jones, Jolene Maison, Steve Collins, Patrick Majeski. I mean, Julian Jackson is going to be, I've seen him several times in the last couple of years. What a hell of a puncher he was as a middleweight.
Oh, amazing.
He had like 59 professional fights, and he knocked out 53 opponents.
Yeah, he's tough, man.
And I did several of his fights, and he was an amazing fighter. So it's next week, September 25th to the 28th, in Atlantic City, Boxing Hall of Fame. I'll be inducted this will be my 6th induction. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Absolutely.
Yes. I can absolutely believe it.
I cannot believe it because
Congratulations.
my dream was to just get one world title fight. And my first world title fight happened to be in Atlantic City. So this is where I'm going to get inducted now, the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame. And Julian Jackson against Miguel Montilla back in 1982. And I started refereeing in 1977. BoxRec got me down refereeing from 1979. I said, what happened to 77 and 78? They had me down for 986 professional fights. Close to 1,000. I said, but what happened to the first 2 years? Somebody messed up, so I got to make contact with them. You got to look at the record books and see what I refereed 77 and 78.
Right.
The 2 years I was missing. Anyway, but besides that, the thing is that, we put the show together, Shelly and I. She's been with me a year now. I've been doing my show for about 8 years. And the thing is, Dale, that, I love boxing and I love helping people get into boxing. And I got you now into your little sidekick. You're doing a little bit of boxing. Tell us about what you do with the boxing now.
Well, first of all, thank you. So I'm doing I'm volunteering with the ISKA, which is the amateur leg of Tough Enough, which is MMA, a feeder to UFC. And I'm also working with USA Boxing as an official, a Pathways official. And coming up soon, I'll learn how to referee, right? I think I know already, watching The Great Joe. And, knowing Russell and Celestino and many professional referees and watching them throughout the years and being such a huge boxing fan my whole life. It's just natural to get in there in combat sports, and I thank you for connecting me with the right people, and I'm just enjoying myself. I'm having a great time. I kept 21 bouts this weekend in the amateurs, and I get to go in the ring coming up soon in MMA, and it's just been amazing. It's kind of like a dream, come true.
Talking about MMA, it was a pleasure. Having you on board would be great, because I know the kind of person you are. You're cut out to be an official in boxing for MMA.
Thank you.
When MMA, the UFC started here in Las Vegas, there was a bunch of referees that came to my house. They were trying to find somebody to give them some pointers on ring mechanics. And I was showing them how I moved. I had the box ring in my house. I showed them how I moved around, ring mechanics, went to jump in, went to back off, go sideways. And they were like, wow, Joe, so much. And you see those guys today, they're doing MMA like crazy all over the place.
Right.
I forgot their names, but there were like 6 of them in my house one day. It was great. But, I've had great referees, Kenny Bayless, Rosa Mora, Celestino Ruiz, Robert Bird, so many referees here. Benji Estevez is another one.
Yeah, Benji Estevez, right.
Okay. Yeah, we got Robert Hoyle now, who's doing real good as a referee.
And Thomas, who did the main event? Thomas
Taylor.
Thomas Taylor,
yeah. He did the main event with Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford Saturday night. Good referee. He came to my house one day in my ring. He was working out in my ring, him and Jack Reese. I like to help out individuals get to the top,
Hey, you do, man. I got to agree. And thank you for helping me, a childhood dream, getting in there, even though it's the amateurs. And, if professionals down the line, that's awesome. If not, I'm having a blast doing the amateurs.
It starts with the amateurs first. Once you do a couple of years in the amateurs, we watch to see how you do it. And you know what? Then I call the commission. The commissioner tells me, I think the individual is ready to go forward with the pros. Like I did with all the referees. I've got so many people as inspectors, judges, and referees in the game. So you're going to be the next online.
Well, thank you. That's why the game is in a good place right now. So thank you.
So what do you think about the fight Saturday night?
Well, I thought they got it right as far as the winner, but I thought they got it wrong on the scorecards. I thought it was a lot wider victory than what they scored it. 2 of the officials had it 7-5. I had it closer to 9-3. That was my opinion from watching it with the volume down. No fans cheering in my ear. So that was my opinion of it. And I see many of the boxing writers also seem to score it the way I did. So I felt comfortable in that. But, but it's different, though, because when you're in there in the live environment, and you have all different vantage points, because this guy's vantage point, he might have seen Canelo being a little busier. So, and I know what we talked about before as far as, when you're an official, you have to call it right down the middle. I was watching as being a fan, so if I was actually at ringside, I might have seen it slightly different, so I can say that.
Yeah, I think that the judges, the main thing was the right guy won.
The right guy won.
Yeah. You don't want to see it go the other way. There would be a very, very bad decision if they would vote it the other way. But Terrence Crawford is really one of the top ones. He's 37 years of age, though. You see, so he only have a number of years left in boxing.
Right.
2 or 3 more years, and he got to be out. But he wants to make some money before he packs it in.
Right.
Unfortunately, he didn't make the money that Canelo made that night.
Right.
And throughout his whole career, he never really made the big money. But I think now, the next fight, people say, he is one of the best in boxing.
He actually is. Honestly, I've been watching Bud Crawford for many, many years from when he was at the smaller weights, and I was always extremely impressed with the way he go from southpaw to conventional to southpaw. I mean, I've never seen anyone do it as well for the length of time. You know, you've seen guys maybe switch a little bit here and there and then go right back. But this guy has the ability, if he wanted to fight southpaw the whole fight, he could.
Yeah.
And has power in both hands.
Exactly.
Very, very crafty
Defender.
defender.
He had good ring mechanics.
Great ring mechanics,
He was
good footwork.
He did his homework before he got to the fight. He did good homework. He knew what he had to do with Canelo. Canelo did throw the combination, and he didn't move enough. He would like throw 1 punch instead of 2 or 3 or 4 punches like Crawford.
Right.
Crawford was throwing the bam, 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 3 or 4 punches. But Canelo was throwing 1, maybe 1, 2, and that was it.
Yeah.
He wasn't really doing enough.
No, he wasn't. And Canelo's usually he's very slick with his feints. Like he'll act like he's going to throw a jab and then, you know, a right hand to come. And he's been very successful with that. And he's also been successful feinting and throwing an uppercut.
Right.
I only saw 1 uppercut thrown and he connected.
Yeah.
And that was like in the 9th round. So I'm looking and I'm like, I don't understand why he didn't. But, you know, Bud Crawford, you know, they had a great game plan with taking away Canelo's weapons. So great job.
Now, talking about boxing and sports in the ring, Bad Bunny was doing some wrestling. Can you tell me a little bit about Bad Bunny wrestling?
Yeah, Bad Bunny was wrestling. I can't remember. Oh, I remember the angle. He was fighting another Puerto Rican star from New York, Damian Priest.
Okay.
And so Damian Priest was, at the time, they were pushing him to be a champion. So I think this was right before that. And Bad Bunny actually had a full match with him. He actually did pretty well, man. He actually did pretty well. It's a couple of like stars that get in on wrestling. They had what's that guy's name? Jelly Roll. So I don't know if you know the country superstar Jelly Roll. He just did some wrestling, and you know, so they bring the big folks in and they train them, and they actually do well. Logan Paul, he's doing great.
Yeah, they know how to draw in a good crowd.
Yeah, Bad Bunny did an excellent job. He really did.
I was watching it on YouTube the other day. I said, wow, I didn't know he was doing wrestling.
I mean, you know, these guys are multi-talented, man, and they're not afraid to get in there and do it.
But he's also so sharp with the music. I mean, you know, to be a rapper is something, but to be a rapper at his level, the way he's doing it. He's big into salsa music. He does it with the old folks and the young folks. He puts it all together.
He's killing the game.
So popular. He's killing it all over the world, man.
Yeah.
You ask talk about Bad Bunny, if you go in Europe, in Asia, South America, any place, everybody knows him.
International superstar.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
Okay, now you with your music. Now Wesley was your husband was with the Commodores and the Stylistics.
Yeah, the Stylistics first.
Okay, he was like 15 years old when he started with
14 actually.
14.
Wow.
And you guys performed Saturday nights at Lola's here in Las Vegas.
Yes, they had Lola's every Saturday night. As a matter of fact, last Saturday we had like a fight watch party there because the fight didn't really go on until late, until after Lola's was closed. So she locked the doors, and all the employees and the staff, we all sat at the bar. We all had free drinks, and we were sitting there watching the game together, the boxing match together. But then after we left, my husband was like, you know, we got to watch this at home, right? So I could concentrate. And so we actually watched that 3 times.
Okay.
3 times.
And then the week before, we were watching my grandson. And you know my grandson, Bryce?
Yes. Congratulations to Bryce for winning the championship.
Right? Yeah.
And he won the indoor football league. They went to the Western Conference 3 weeks ago. Then 2 weeks ago, they won the national.
Yeah, man. Amazing.
He's amazing. He's a young man. You saw him when he was a baby. When he was going to kindergarten, right?
That's it. Yeah.
Anyway, but, you know, we have so many things to talk about. I mean, one thing is that we have Dale here to talk about his new ventures, what he's going to be doing with the travel. And the travel, tell me a little bit more about the travel. You got me really going about traveling now. You say bringing families together, bringing your couple together. Traveling is one of the ingredients to make that happen. Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely. So you just have to put it together and just make it happen. So what we used to do was we had bought into a timeshare. So when we bought into a timeshare, they had a lot of properties all over the West Coast. And so we would just pick places that we would drive to that were maybe 4 to 6 hours because we don't, you know, we had kids that had to go to the bathroom. We had to go to the bathroom. So we wanted to make sure that we would pick destinations that were doable, and we would get there and we would just have a blast, man, just enjoying each other's time. We do like cruising because what we would do when we take our kids on and we'd all eat dinner together, right?
Yeah.
Because how many times do we do that, especially the kids as they're getting older. And then we would tell them we're not buying an internet package, but now they're grown and they buy their own internet package, right? And now a lot of the lines are doing internet packages with it. So, but yeah, we think it's just a great way to come together and spend time
It is.
uninterrupted without life happening, right? And you don't have to worry about work. You're just separating, and I think that's a great time for everyone to get together. Yeah.
Now they have AI. Have you thought about implementing AI with your travel?
Absolutely. I actually had an AI training yesterday and this morning.
Okay.
Right? So there's a lot of new things coming up that can help automate processes.
Hotel check-in.
Yeah.
And know what you want before you even get it through AI.
Exactly, and it can automate processes, especially marketing. It really helps the business out. So I'm really looking to dive into that. So to really make, because what I want to do is I want to offer a white glove experience. I want it to be the best experience for you. I want you to just give me some ideas of what you want to do, and I come back to you and say, hey, this is what I have. What do you think? And I want you to say, hey, let's do it. And then all I want you to do is pack and get ready to go, right? And that's it. And then when you come back, and just send me some pictures and tell me how great it was. So that's what I want to do. That's my goal for everyone. So it's been going great so far.
All walks of life.
Yeah.
They have a program now here in Vegas, a convention going on right now called Lollipop. And they're doing something with how do you feel today coming to work? On your phone, you put something there's an application on your phone. How do you feel today? You say I don't feel good today, or I have something bad. I have the flu, or somebody died. It's kind of a program that they're coming up with. And I was impressed with them last night when I went there to check them out at a little dinner invite I did. And I think that they're going to be real good. But the AI that you're doing now with your travel is going to be out of this world.
Yeah, it really keeps me on top of things, because I have a pretty good memory. However, when you're dealing with so many clients, and I want every client to feel like they're my only client, right? And to have that, you need some help. So AI is great with saying, hey, don't forget to reach out about this. And then, I keep a database with everybody's anniversaries, birthdays, and milestones in their life, kids' birthdays.
Yeah, the kind of meals that they like.
Yes.
The kind of meals, very important, because the travel, the meals are important.
And, super important.
So that's one of the things that you're going to have with AI. So when they already booked your reservation, you already let them know at the hotel. They already know what kind of meals they like.
Got it done.
Yeah, so it's going to be something very special.
Yeah, well, thank you, man. I'm excited, man. I'm really excited.
We're all excited about next week. You viewers out there, September 25th to the 26th to the 28th in Atlantic City. The Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame. It's going to be a special day. Again, so many inductees going to be there. And one of my favorites both going to be Julian Jackson.
Yeah.
Julian Jackson from the Virgin Islands.
It's the 27th.
27th September. Okay.
Yeah, so he's coming in on the 25th and going to stay a few days. So.
All right, great.
Yeah, he set his schedule up so that he would work very hard the first 2 years. So he only has classes like Wednesday and Thursday. So he gets to, have a long extended
So you're going to be a lawyer, right?
He's going to be a lawyer.
Unbelievable. So anybody needs a lawyer in the future, they have to reach out to your son.
Dear Weiford the second.
Anything else you want to say before we wrap it up about your travel?
No, just, please give me a call, 702-849-7430.
Okay, and the name of the agency again?
Big D Worldwide Travel. Big D Worldwide Travel.
Well, you heard it there. My friends out there, see you guys next week. Keep your guards up at all times. Remember, guys, I'm fair, but I'm firm. God bless you. Talk to you next week.